Hey y'all, it's your girl Nerdy Curls, and today I want to talk to you about hair stretching. So, at some point in your natural hair journey, you've either wore your hair in a stretch style, whether you realized it or not, or you've seen somebody wear their hair in a stretch style. It's really important for any hair texture, if you have curly hair, to actually stretch it if you are going for length retention. Now, some people don't care about length retention. Some people love to sport afros and it's fine if the hair shrinks up. I'm not one of those people. I, like many women, do not like shrinkage. But with curly hair, part of the reason why it's so important to stretch it is because, well, curly hair is curly. So it curls up on itself. And what this does is this causes fairy knots or single strand knots. So with the single strand knot, just like it sounds, it's like when a single strand of hair actually curls up onto itself and creates a knot. So I get these a lot at the very ends of my hair. I don't normally get them like so much up here, but I definitely get them on the ends. And so with single strand knots, these are things, the only way to get rid of them is you have to cut them out. Unfortunately. A great way to avoid them, in addition to always making sure that your hair is hydrated and moisturizing it, is also to stretch your hair. Now, how do you stretch your hair? What is a stretch style? A stretch style is exactly what it sounds like. It's where your hair ends up stretching. So this is a really simple example of a stretch style. My hair is in 2 ponytails and I braided it. Other stretch styles are roller sets, flexi rod sets. They're stretch bars, which I thought those were kind of wild, but they do the job. Also, there is braid outs and twist outs. Really, the possibilities are endless, and there are so many like elegant styles now with stretch styles that, I mean, it's not like you're just sitting around the house. I mean, right now during quarantine you probably are, but I mean, if you have a wedding or something to go to in like a couple of years, don't worry, there's probably a stretch style that you can wear. So with stretch styles, don't think that just because your hair is being stretched that you can't do things like wash and goes and stuff. There's a lot of people who use heat to actually stretch their hair. I've even done it as well with a wash and go, where the product is applied and I'm pulling my hair and actually stretching it with tension. Raina, Happy Curl Happy Girl, is actually a really good example of this. She does this a lot with her wash and goes. Another option is to actually band them. It's very similar to the African threading technique, where you have bands that are going through the length of your hair. Now, in addition to length retention, you also get the benefit of your hair being a lot easier to manipulate and a lot easier to detangle and things like that while your hair is dry. Because if you're doing it, if you're trying to detangle on dry hair, not only are you going to run into a lot of tangles and it's going to be a mess, you're also going to have a lot of breakage. So it's going to be best if you're doing it on wet hair, but if it's not, do it on stretched hair. It's going to be so much easier. So how do you actually stretch your hair? There's 2 techniques that I've come across that are the most popular. Either applying tension to the hair, whether it's through braids or twists or stretching bands or rubber bands or threading, or heat. And sometimes it's actually a mixture of the 2. So a really good example of when it's a mixture of the 2 is when you're doing roller sets. A lot of people tend to do roller sets on, that was my cat, don't worry about that. So a lot of people tend to do roller sets and sit under a hooded dryer, or they tend to do flexi rod sets and sit under a hooded dryer. Also, when people are doing braid outs or twist outs, sometimes they end up sitting under a dryer to go ahead and accelerate the process, just depending on their porosity. And you know, with any kind of stretching, it's going to be trial and error. You're going to want to try to see what's going to be the easiest for you if you're going for convenience. For me, I tend to wear my hair in 2 braids when I stretch my hair. It's just a lot easier for me. I can do it the moment I get out of the shower, and then I apply products after my hair is dried. The only product I apply to my hair is actually a leave-in, because I don't want to leave it completely susceptible to no moisture. My cat is going crazy. Oh my God. But I apply a leave-in, I put my hair in braids, and I go on about my day. And then a couple of days later, take them out, and then I've got another style. It's great. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this video on hair stretching was helpful to you. And if you have any questions, let me know below. Let me know what your favorite way of stretching is. And I don't know, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.